Hey friends, been threatening to do this for a little while, and we actually have a little bit of water coming down. If you've been paying attention, this is a lot for us. But I'm going to do a post with a little walk around the yurt. So that's the back side. That big bump out to the left there is the bathroom. Got a full bathroom. That's where the bed resides in this bump out. It's actually 7-sided, so it's not technically a yurt, but it's all wooden. Big old window. I do have a TV in there, so yes, electricity, and there's a wood-burning stove, and there I am in the reflection. Another big old window. This is where we sit most often and do the lives. And undercover here, got the fire pit and the stove for boiling water. I think my water pot's still out there. A little Weber if I need it. Pool pond coming up if I don't trip over things here. Little wood pile. We'll come back around to the front of the yurt there in a second. But yeah, this is the... So the history down here is this was a party place back in the 40s and 50s, and that was the pump house for the pool, and this was all a big enclosed screen thing, and there was a little, maybe like a hot tub over there. I don't see any jets for jacuzzi, but you know. And then all these terraces to the right. We found electrical and lighting and stuff up there. Nothing to code, but you know, there it is. So there's lots of blue flagstone up there. My friends, the owners, live in that house up top. That's the family that owns the property. And we'll come around, and still a work in progress here, but where that barrel and that upside down tub are probably going to be where I move the workspace to. Whether it's a platform with this canopy on it or a screen house next year, something like that's going to happen. And then here's kind of the front of the yurt. I got a little bit of firewood already collected, keeping it dry today because we finally got rain after about 2 months. Got my little awning popped up over some stuff around the side of the yurt there. But yeah, there it is. Quick tour. You got to see the waterfall. Cool. Whoa, that was abrupt. There's the brook. Still way below. Looking at my weather rock over there, it looks like a good, yeah, still a good foot below. But, you know, it almost seems like we might have come up maybe near a foot. I might be able to tell from over here. Here's the yurt again. Back over to the waterfall. And, yeah, we've come up a little bit. Maybe 6 inches. I don't think that means we got 6 inches of rain, but we definitely have more water flow than we've seen over there in the last several weeks. It was down to just a bare trickle the other day. This morning even, or yesterday rather. So, yeah. Anyway, thought I'd post a permanent kind of thing out here for those of you who have been following on the lives and kind of wonder what it's like out here. Down the field there's a pond to the left, and there's another bigger pond to the right where we have boats and swimming, and there's a campsite on the far side of that pond. You can look for other videos showing that stuff. Sometimes have the sheep over in that field. Those are their hooches. And yeah, so still lots of green, but the colors are changing rapidly. You can see some stuff happening in the background there that's not so good. Fall's coming early. Okay, and finally, car's sitting up there, parked under pine trees, so you know what that means. And if you don't, well, here's your reminder to not park under pine trees. Those actually are poles I'll be using for something. There's all kinds of some stuff I harvested and just hanging on to. This is where we had that big dig looking for the leak the other day. Propane tanks over there. I've actually got to move one of those up to get filled, and the other one should be getting filled with that probably next month. I go through about 4 of those tanks a year. Almost, it's like every quarter, one tank. This is all leftover mess from the dig, and is going to be getting changed. I was keeping firewood under there, but we're not going to do that anymore. Maybe put like an outdoor shower over here, I was thinking. And I'm working on the patio. We're going to put the an awning up over here at some point. Probably a tarp to start with, but eventually I'd like to find some metal roofing. We were talking about that this morning. Sound of rain on tin would be wonderful. But yeah, there it is. So you saw the yurt. you know, if you're on a live one day and I neglect to take you for a walk around, you can always come find this one and take a look.